Hey beautiful people, it's me Cecilia. Welcome back to my channel. I'm drunk. Hi. I was trying to figure things out and I got some inspiration from some people on Twitter, and this one user, what is his name? He does like drunk book hauls and drunk wrap-ups and drunk things. But I figured it would be fun. I haven't drank in a while because ever since I turned 21, I don't know, I've just been kind of lame with drinking. But I figured I would come. I bought a beer cider. It's Austin East Cider's Rosé Dry Cider. It's like, it tastes like a beer, but sweeter, with a hint of rosé taste. So it's very good. I really like it. I'm on my third. I feel like I've become a lightweight since I became legal. I remember going to Mexico and being able to drink so much and being fine. So I don't know what happened to me. But today, we don't need to talk about my drinking habits. But today, I'm going to be unhauling some books drunkenly. I'm gonna go through all of my books with you guys because this is a joint effort, y'all. And you're gonna help me convince me to unhaul some books. Some books I know I want to unhaul, and some I have no clue. So y'all are gonna help me. I'm gonna start off with two books that I'm definitely unhauling that I already set aside. The first one is A Fire and Stars by Audrey Coulthurst. I read this back in 2016 and I really liked it back then. But I had started to reread it, the first couple chapters, and it's not as good as I remember it being. And I don't want to put myself through it. I have a feeling I'm going to rate this 2 to 3 stars. It's not gonna live up to its standards. So I figured I would unhaul it, sell it to Half Price Books, and maybe someone there will love it. The other book I have that I'm kind of sad that I didn't like it is Cold Storage by David Koch. I got this as a giveaway on Bookstagram. And I read the first 70 pages and it just was dragged. The thing I didn't like about this book is because it focused so much on, first of all, characters that died, and characters, like, it's so much focused on so many things that just didn't add up. It got me intrigued about this whole virus where it makes people explode when they're in high altitudes. But I only got maybe like a page of that in the first 70 pages. And I'm like, bitch, I want more of that. I don't care about these fucking stupid ass people working at the freaking U-Haul. I don't care. I don't care about them. I don't care about their damn problems. I want to know about this freaking virus. And I got none of that, and I just didn't care. I might continue reading since I got to like page 70 and just like skim those parts because I'm still kind of interested to see about the virus, but I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna pull out every single one of these books because I feel like it. I don't know, we'll see. And say if I'm keeping it or not keeping it and why, if I've read it, whatever. This is also going to be a good time. I want you guys to tell me what books I should prioritize, because if you tell me, hey, you need to read this book, I will put it on a list and it will be one of the next books I read. So that would be great. So I guess this is you pick my unhaul and TV, or I don't fucking know. All right. I have The Podex by Elizabeth Acevedo, and I've already read this in like February. I gave this 5 stars. Another book I think I might unhaul is Illusions, The Adventures of a Reluctant Messiah by Richard Bach. This book is like 100, it's not even 200 pages, and it's got really big lettering. And I remember my coworker, or fellow kid, I don't know, a child of a classmate, that's what it's fucking called. Oh my god. They recommended this to me in a class. This is something, I don't know, I might unhaul. This is about, what, I don't even fucking know what it's about. This is something that I can easily read in one sitting, so that's why I haven't, I think this would be a perfect readathon book, which is the reason why I haven't unhauled it. So I think I'm gonna keep that. No, I'm not gonna unhaul. It's Six of Crows and Crooked, I didn't realize how much thicker Crooked Kingdom is by Leigh Bardugo. I have this one signed. This one's not signed, but I haven't read the series yet, and I need to. Should I read it soon? I feel like I should. Y'all need to tell me if I should read it soon. It's only 5 o'clock on a Friday. I can't. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. This is actually the last book I have acquired. It is an arc of Kingdom of Souls by Rena Barron. Rena Barron? I actually got this at a library. I went to my library downtown, and they have a section where you can take a book for free, and they had some like arcs that came out last month, and I was trying to decide between this one and The Merciful Crow, but I decided to get Kingdom of Souls, and I'm so excited. I think I'm gonna read this very soon. The Wizard of Oz by Frank Bob. My mom got this for me recently. It's like a cute edition. I've never actually read The Wizard of Oz, and she actually got this in Kansas because she went to Kansas for a scrapbook convention. So I'm excited to actually read it. I don't know. I'm excited. I should do that soon. I think that'd be fun. Beer break. Next book is The Wolf and the Whale by Jordana Max Brodsky. I got this at Half Price Books at like the beginning of the year, so I'm definitely not unhauling it. I've heard good things about this from, I think, Holly Hearts Books and Jess Nevertheless, which I love both of their channels. You should go follow them. That I heard this was such a really good book, and I saw it for $7, and I was like, bitch, I think I saw it there like a month after it came out, so I'm like really excited about it. It's got those decollage edges. We're excited. Sword of Shannara by Terry Brooks. I bought this a couple months ago. This book, it's a fantasy, like epic fantasy. I don't like the spine. The spine kind of looks nasty, but the cover is cute. But I figured this would be nice to read. This is 700 something pages. Woo. Arthur and the World Record, chapter book 33 by, doesn't even say who the hell this is by. I'm curious now. By Stephen Kresge, and it's not going away because this was my prized possession. Okay, this one I don't know if I should unhaul. Tell me if you guys have read this book. It is Roar by Cora Carmack. I know this is a YA fantasy. I got this. It looks like a library book. It's because my library had a book sale, and sometimes they sell the books that they had. So I guess this was one of those books. So yeah, I don't know. I think the cover is cute, and I've heard a couple things about it. I think the sequel just came out, but I think this would be interesting. I don't remember what it's about, and I'm too lazy to read. So, Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. I got this for $1 at my library cart, and I'm really excited to read it. Oh my god, wait, it's like the movie edition. It has little sections from the movie. That's so cute. Okay, I'm excited to read that. Next one I want to read this winter, and it's The Binding by Bridget. Oh my god, I can't even fucking hold up a book. The Binding by Bridget Collins. This one is, I bought it literally because it is a defective copy. The title was not printed on it. It's on the side. It's just the title. You could see where it's supposed to be printed, but something happened and it just didn't get printed, and I thought it was so cool, so I bought it full price. I think it's about a person who is a bookbinder. They're a spiral notebook. I don't fucking know. This one I might unhaul. It's Oh Africa by Andrew Lewis Cohn. I read the first couple of chapters of this book, and the writing style was just not it. Maybe I think I'm gonna unhaul it. I didn't like the writing style, and if I don't like the writing style, I'm not gonna... If I don't like the writing style, I'm not gonna like the book. So she's going in the Spectrum unhaul bag. Yes, we put all my unhaul books in the Spectrum bag because we don't like Spectrum, even though I have Spectrum. It's I Wish You All the Best by Mason Deaver. I want to read this book. I literally bought it like the week it came out, and I still have not read it. I know that it's about Ben, and they are non-binary. They come out to their parents, and they were kicked out, and they, I believe, go live with their sister, and they fall in love with Nathaniel or Nathan, I don't fucking know, but they fall in love. It's a cute queer love story, which is what we stand. And I know I follow Mason Deaver on Twitter, and they are amazing, so I'm excited. I need to read this soon. I don't know why I haven't. Blended by Sharon M. Draper. I read this in February and I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. So we're not getting rid of her. We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faisal. I read this in July, and I loved it. So she's staying. It's The Princess Bride. Oh, why do you feel disgusting on the side? But no, The Princess Bride by William Goldman. I got this from a thrift store for like 30 cents. And I've never actually watched the movie. I watched like clips of it, but I never actually watched the movie. This book is like 500 pages. But I thought it would be fun to like read the book and then watch the movie. I don't know. I think that'd be fun. So I might keep it. I might not. I'm going to keep this in my maybe pile. Next book is The Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. I've heard really good things about Robin Hobb, and I figured I should try out her fantasy series. It's not very long. It's like in the 400 page realm, and it's a mass market paperback, so I don't know. This man is hot. Why do I find him hot? He looks like a pasty white boy. But you know he's a good looking pasty white boy. That's the exception, my guys. We're a third of the way through. Black Leopard, Red Wolf by Marlon James. I bought this full price when it came out in February, January, one of those months. I've heard not the best things about this book, but I'm still curious. Since I spent so much money on it, and it's signed, guys, my guys, it's signed, I feel like I should at least give it a shot, so I'm not going to unhaul this one yet. The Name of the Star by Maureen Johnson. This book got me into reading in 2012 is when I read it. This book got me into reading, and I don't know if I actually ever finished it, or if my mind is just so far down in the gutter that I just don't remember. But I kind of want to reread it, and I remember the beginning so vividly. I just don't remember what our main character's name is. But I remember it so vividly that I feel like I should just reread it. And I know, and I learned that it's a trilogy, so now I'm like, I should just read the fucking trilogy. Because I don't know. We're gonna see. We'll figure it out. Okay. We're keeping this one though. Next one is Out by Natsuno Carino. I think this is single-handedly the best book I read in 2019, so obviously I'm not getting rid of it. Gave it 5 stars. I read it in January, and I love it so fucking much. Everyone needs to read it. So, Fury Born by Claire Legrand. I literally don't know if I should get rid of this. I got this in... I think I got this for Black Friday because Barnes & Noble was having a huge sale, and so I bought a shit ton of books. A lot of them I've gotten rid of because I didn't like them. Some I kept, like Blended. I actually read that one and loved it, so. But I bought this one and I still haven't read it. It's signed, and I don't know how to feel. I've heard some great things, but I've also heard some shitty things about it, so like, I don't know. This one's also going to go into the maybe of what do you guys think? Should I give this one a shot and see if I enjoy it? Also, the series just looks so pretty and aesthetically pleasing. I kind of want to own it, but like, we'll see. I don't know. Sanctuary by Karen Licks. This one's also an arc. Someone around me has some good freaking arcs, and we need to be best friends because I want to snatch them off them. But I know that this is a YA sci-fi, which I feel like you don't see very often. The only time I really hear about YA sci-fi if it's from J. Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. And honestly, I read, I think, the first 100 pages on Illuminate, and I was not impressed. It seemed very mediocre as someone who loves sci-fi. So I want to get more into YA sci-fi, so I think this was going to be a good option. It's an arc. I got it for free. We're keeping this bitch. Sold by Patricia McCormick. I read this last year and I gave it 5 stars. It is a prose. It's a prose book. It's written in prose, poetry. I don't fucking know. It is about human trafficking in Nepal. Yes, Nepal. It was very powerful. I remember crying a lot, and it was really good. And I think a lot of people should read this. I got this at a thrift store. Y'all need to hop on that shit. Wild Beauty by Anne-Marie McLemore. I heard Anne-Marie McLemore's writing is flowery, and I don't like flowery writing. This one's actually an Owl Crate edition that I got. I found, how much? I spent $5 on this book. I got it at a used bookstore. It's very pretty, but I don't know if I will like it. I know it's queer, and you know, my aunt loves some queer magical realism, but I know that she has flowery writing, and y'all know I don't like flowery writing. So I feel like I feel like I could love this, but I also feel like I could hate it. So this one might go in the maybes. Y'all tell me if I should read it. Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. This is a queer new adult romance. I gave this 2.5 stars. I read this in July, I believe, and it was just not good. I didn't like it. Didn't like the relationship. Wish it was a dual perspective. There was just a lot of things I didn't like. But The reason why I still have it on my shelves is because this was gifted to me by Haley Marie. I will link her YouTube channel. She hasn't made a video in a couple of months, but she should really come back. I know she's busy with medical school, but like I love her and I want her to come back. I love her, but I didn't like this book. So I don't know if I should get rid of it. This is literally the only book on my shelf that I've actually read and didn't give like 4 or 5 stars. This is something that I might get rid of. I don't know. Tell me if I should get rid of it, guys. Queen of Hearts by Colleen Oakes. I got this at a bookshop. I think this is a Queen of Hearts Alice in Wonderland retelling. So I'm still intrigued by it. So I'm going to read it and see if I like it. So that one is staying on the shelf. Under the Udala Trees by Chinelo Okuranta. This is a Nigerian book. Like the author's from Nigeria and it features Nigerian protagonist. And our protagonist is also queer. She's lesbian, I believe. I know she falls in love with a woman and all of that stuff. So I really want to read this. I think this will be a very powerful and impactful book. And I feel like I'll love this book. So I'm going to keep this. Go back in here. Star Wars Last Shots by Daniel Jose Older. I like this because it's a reversible cover, and I kept the Lando cover because I fucking love Lando Calrissian. I want to cosplay him just so I can have that cape. He's got such a great cape. Am I still filming? I'm gonna read this. I got this at a free little library for like, it's like in brand new condition. And I just know that it's a Han and Lando novel. That's all I care about because I love Han and Lando. They're like queens. A Tale for the Time Being by Ruth Ozeki. This is my favorite book of all time. I love this book and everyone should read it. I haven't reread it. I so fucking hate that I haven't. But this one is also signed and she's staying on this shelf. Next, I'm not going to pull them out because I'm lazy, is Aragon, Eldest, and Brizinger by Christopher Paolini. This one is signed. The other 2 aren't signed. I still need to get Inheritance because I want to binge read the entire series in like one shot. I've already read Aragon and I've given it 5 stars, but I haven't read the rest of the series. So I'm going to keep them. I'm collecting the hardback since I got Aragon in hardback and they all have to match. I didn't care if they were hardback or paperback, but since the hardback was signed, I got the hardback. As Well the Girls by Rory Power. I recently bought this. I've heard some mixed things lately. I hear a lot of like, oh, 3 stars, it was alright, but I feel like I might love this. So I bought it and I'm gonna read it. I need to stop before I become problematic. I don't know. Final Draft by Riley Redgate. I haven't read this book yet and I really want to. I know that the main character is pansexual. It's like on the page she is pansexual. And that's all I care about. I just want some pansexual rap. I haven't read any. And I bought this during the summer. So I want to read this soon. Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. But I read this book. I think I originally gave it 5 stars. But I moved it down to 4 stars. And I'm going to keep it. Where's the end page? Look at how pretty these end pages are, my guys. My guys. Okay, but yes, I'm keeping this. Asylum by Madeline Rocks Ray? I don't fucking know. I got this at I got this at Dirt Cheap because you could tell by the sticker. I haven't pulled it off because it's gonna leave a mark. But I got this. I think it could be interesting. I know it's about like I think these teenagers go into a abandoned mental asylum. Yeah, so we're keeping that book. The Thousand Orcs by R.A. Salvatore. I got this for $1 at Goodwill. Did I spend $1? $1.99 actually, because hard books are more expensive. But I've heard really good things about the R.A. Salvatore and the Forgotten Realms world thing. So I think this would be cool. And look at how cool this cover is. Like, badass. I don't know why this gives me zombie Pirates of the Caribbean vibes. It just does, and I want to read it. My ending recorded. I don't know if my ending recorded, so I'm going to re-record it really quickly. So I'm going to go over the books that I am contemplating unhauling, and then you guys let me know if I should unhaul these. So my drunk ass doesn't obviously know how to record, so yes. First one, Illusions, The Adventures of a Reluctant Messiah by Richard Bloch. This is a literary fiction novel with some magical realism elements in it. Next book is The Princess Bride by William Goldman. I think we all know what this is roughly about, so yeah. Third book is Furyborn by Claire Legrand. This is a YA fantasy about a sun queen and a blood queen, dual perspective novel. Yeah. Next one is Wild Beauty by Anna Marie McLemore. This is a YA magical realism book with a bisexual main character, I believe. So yeah. Next one is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. This is, I'm unhauling it because, or I'm thinking about unhauling it is because I gave it 2.5 stars. I didn't like it. But my friend, one of my booktube friends, gave this to me as a birthday gift. So that's why I'm holding on to it. So let me know. And the last one is Lincoln in the Bardo by George Sanders. This is a adult historical fiction about Abraham Lincoln after his son got killed, I believe, during the Civil War. So yeah, that is that. So yeah, let me know if I should unhaul any of those. And thank you for putting up with my drunk ass. I'll see you in another video. Peace.